I'm Julie Fischer. I'm from Castlewood, South Dakota. I'm a junior studying human biology on the pre-physical therapy track here at South Dakota State University. I always knew that I wanted to work in the healthcare setting at some point. Biomechanics is kind of my biggest class. It's an exercise science class, and most pre-physical therapy students are that exercise science major. So that's how I do know a few of them is through that class, but really the pre-PT/OT club, that's where I've been able to meet most of the students I know that are going into PT school or OT as well. So I'm definitely more interested in like the rural physical therapy, so working at an outpatient clinic in a small town. There's definitely a high demand for those now, and growing up in a small town myself, even though yes, we did have bigger cities kind of around us, I just think having that therapy available and that access available in those smaller towns is just going to benefit everybody else more. And like me as a therapist, I don't want to just see one type of patient. Like yes, working with athletes is amazing, but I don't want to just work with athletes. I want to be able to work with some geriatrics, some pediatrics, some athletes, a little bit of everything, and really in those rural therapy settings, those outpatient clinics is where you're going to get the most. My freshman year, I took the Honors College orientation class, and day one of that class, I actually met I would say now my best friend here in college. She's an animal science major, so we did have, especially up until the end of sophomore year, we had a lot of classes together, just kind of getting those general science credits out of the way. But now it's like we don't have any classes together, or hardly have any. So it's just like I wouldn't have known her otherwise had it not been for honors. So I guess that's kind of like my biggest reward for being in honors, was just finding that person who has just become such a close friend to me. It's a way to meet a lot of people, and it's really to get the most out of your college experience. I mean, yes, grades are important. You're here for a reason. You're here to get an education and to get a degree, but 20 years down the road, you're not going to be thinking about what you learned in organic chemistry one day. You're going to be thinking about that experience that you had with that certain person, or that event that you went to, or those relationships that you made with your peers and everything.